Welcome back in News Just In. We understand that the IAC has announced the results of the Tshwane mayoral elections, and as things stand, Dr. Nasiphi Moya with 122 votes compared to Celia Springs 86 votes, and we're going to quickly take you there. You can see there's outside what is happening. There's jubilation, people already dancing, and I also know that our reporter Patricia Visagie is also there, who will be bringing us an update. Let's listen in. All right, we're still trying to get our wires and audio in there so that you can hear for yourself what's happening. But we did see outside there that people are already celebrating. As I did say to you, that Dr. Nasiphi Moya with 122 votes, and also Celia Springs, who's the former mayor, with only 86 votes. So we've been speaking to also experts who have alluded about the importance of stabilizing the leadership in the city of Tshwane, as well as the finances of the city. Dr. Nasiphi Moya is obviously not a newcomer in this, in that she has been in the ranks, as at some point also has been a chief of staff and was the deputy mayor to Celia Brink, and she will know what to do because she was there, and that will help her understand what should be on her to-do list the minute that she sits on that seat. But of course, as Patricia Visagie did tell us about, that in the next coming days, we will now be talking about who her team is going to be, the team of Dr. Nasiphi Moya. We're going to find out who her team is, who is going to be fielding her and helping to execute her executive leadership role. And I understand that our colleague, SABC News reporter Patricia Visagie, is now on the line and will be able to give us an update. Obviously, results, Patricia, have come in, and we now know that Dr. Nasiphi Moya is the mayor of Tshwane. You will appreciate how fast-moving technology can be, and also sometimes that does let us down. But we're going to try to get back to Patricia to see if she can hear me. She's been in the thick of things to see how the voting went, as well as the counting. Let's try Patricia once again. Patricia, I hope you can hear me this time. As expected, Dr. Moya now is the mayor of the city of Tshwane.
Well, I cannot hear you. I hope you can. I cannot hear you. I hope you can hear me, though. You can hear the noise here. A lot of singing, as of course the ANC, EFF, and Action SA members just a few floors down are celebrating this, as the news of Action SA's Dr. Nasiphi Moya is just in. She is the new Tshwane mayor, announced a short while ago by the IEC in, of course, the Tshwane chambers. I'm standing by with the ANC in, of course, the region, and the ANC in the province. They're the ones who are negotiating the deal, the new power sharing deal. Of course, this morning we heard when they said that they're ushering in a new dawn, and what they were hoping for has materialized. The candidate that they announced this morning has emerged as the new Tshwane mayor. I'm bringing in, of course, TK Nxisa. He is the ANC secretary in Gauteng. Are you happy with, of course, the decision this morning? You guys showed unity, solidarity, very confident that Nasiphi Moya would emerge as, of course, the winning candidate, and that happened. What's the way forward?
I think firstly, revolution givat, revolution ngabantu. People will lead the revolution from the front. When parties that are feeling the same pain come together, that's what they do. We have felt the same pain of the Democratic Alliance in this region for 8 years. They've really taken our people back. We have a new mayor. We believe that she's got capacity. It is an ANC-led coalition. We will bring a very strong team from the African National Congress to work with her. So from where we are, you can see, the workers of Tshwane who really have felt the pain of not getting an increase for 4 years because nobody took them serious. The DA coalition was really suppressing them. And I can tell you from Hammanskral to Soshanguve to Mamelodi, every household is ready to receive a better services from this municipality. So of course, we were focused on this task. We were never pushed back by anything. But we want to thank our national leadership for working very close with us, the regional leadership, but most of all the people of Tshwane. For years they've shown resilience, they've fought back, they've called marches, they've protested against an oppressive government that was led by the Democratic Alliance. I think we'll see the days of Hoshi, Comrade Sputla, coming back with a new collective, of course, with new conditions. And we're just going to finalize the executive and move forward.
The ANC has the majority of numbers, 75 seats in the Tshwane Council. If we had to take your structures into consideration, one would have expected the ANC chairperson in Tshwane, Eugene Modise, to become the next mayor. But you opted to obviously support the Action SA mayoral candidate. What went into that decision? How did you arrive at that point?
Well, it's different dynamics. Remember, coalitions are not cast in stone. We do have our own very clear framework as the ANC, which we even used here. Leading Metro does not only necessarily mean the mayor, but it means making sure that you lead from the front, which we did. And I think we put the interest of the people of Tshwane. Look, Action SA was in the coalition with DA. We had to persuade them for 2 years to say, come over this side so that we serve the people. And they made that risk from their side to say, we're coming with you in Johannesburg, we're coming with you in Tshwane to work with you as the African National Congress, which we appreciated. But also, I think they're bringing a strong candidate. We would have had a strong candidate as well as the African National Congress. But we were persuaded by them. We engaged with them at length. We are left with 16 months to go to local government elections. What do we need? We need a person with experience who's been there. That's why Comrade Panyaza in the morning spoke about continuity and change. So we don't want to come here and not necessarily make an impact and only focus on ourselves as an organization. But we want to focus on people of Tshwane. And we think we will have a formidable team that will be led by this mayor who's been elected here in taking Tshwane forward and improving the financials of City of Tshwane.
The deputy mayor position is now open. Would Eugene Modise become the deputy mayor?
The African National Congress in Tshwane will bring that proposal to us. We'll take it forward. Whatever proposal they bring to us, and that's our process of the ANC work. But of course, we believe that they'll be united in doing so that we move forward, yes.
The other positions are also up for grabs. Those are the positions of the MMCs. We wait to see how will the mayoral committee look like. Of course, that will be announced by the new mayor. She will decide who she wants to work with. What are the positions that the ANC is perhaps hoping for? Do you know, or are you leaving that to renewed negotiations now?
Let's allow the mayor to announce the new MMCs. The political parties have engaged at length on all issues and all details. And as the African National Congress, we are comfortable that service delivery issues, as we have more councillors, should be, of course, taken care of by the African National Congress. Because when it comes to issues in the townships, when there's no delivery, they complain about us as the ANC. So we're very much comfortable. And we think we will play a significant role and a very meaningful role in turning things around as the ANC under this mayor.
Just lastly, before you go, we have to ask this question. It's a sensitive one. the ANC's factional battles, that very fight that put you in that awkward position in 2016 when you lost the municipality. What will you be doing to ensure that that does not happen? History does not repeat itself where comrade is fighting against comrade and ultimately compromising everything for all of you.
We'll rein everybody in. Our comrades are committed. But as the leadership will rein everybody in, working with National. We think comrades have learned from their, from what would have happened before. And I think anybody who does not respect the renewal and rebuilding of the ANC will be stuck in factions, will be stuck in what they believe they want and what they believe is about them. It can't be about anybody. It must be about the ANC. Your personal interests must, subside. We must put our organization first. It means you even sacrifice what you believe you want as a person. But we believe that we must put the African National Congress first. So as the PEC, we are very clear on that. And we believe the NEC is with us. As they told us yesterday, that they expect us to unite this region at all costs. And that's what we are going to do. We are committed to that. We don't have any fear. And we don't favor anyone. We put the ANC first. And that's what we'll always do. Because we are children of our Tambo. So we put our organization first, and that's who we are.
Well, of course, we'll have to just monitor the developments here in the capital city. Is what they're saying in front of our cameras the truth? Is that going to happen? Inside council, of course, the new Tshwane mayor is being sworn in. We will be speaking to her shortly and also speak to her party just to find out how do they accept this breaking news, what's the way forward. So it's a big conversation that ultimately shapes the future of the capital city. We'll come back a little bit later.
Councillors, I just, before the executive mayor can speak to us, I just like to confirm in this house that she has resigned as a deputy mayor. So I do have a resignation with me. So she's no longer a deputy mayor, she's the executive mayor. Over to you, ma'am. Thank you.
Honorable Speaker, Chief Whip of Council, Honorable Chief Kekana and his entourage, Honorable Chief Mahlangu and his entourage, the Acting Magistrate Mahlangu, Chair of Chairs, Section 79 Committee Chairpersons, fellow councillors, leaders of political parties, members of the media, esteemed guests, and the all-important Tshwane residents to whom this matters the most. I would like to begin by thanking fellow councillors, their constituents, and leadership for placing their faith, trust, and commitment in me for this mammoth task of leading the city of Tshwane. As I did 9 months ago, I humbly accept this task wholeheartedly. I fully appreciate that the journey ahead is a daunting one, but one that is possible if we work together to chart a new path for our great capital city. I would like to spend the lion's share of this time that I have here to address the residents of Tshwane, whom we said we were doing this for. Those who have elected us to serve here today. Residents of Tshwane, hear me clearly. It is not lost on me the anxiety and the political stability that has plagued the city. My vow is to end that cycle of uncertainty and bring stability to the city we all call home. To the residents of Soshanguve, Hammanskraal, Mamelodi, Centurion, Brongospruit, Garangua, Linwood, Camel Drift, Waterkloof, Irene, Sokulumi, and everyone residing in between, I'm here to tell you that I'm not an Action SA mayor or a mayor from any other party for that matter. I will be the mayor for the residents of Tshwane. Since taking office as Deputy Mayor, I have dedicated much of my time to engaging with councillors, officials, and residents across all 7 regions of our city. I fully appreciate the troubling reality of the growing divide between the affluent and the disadvantaged, which has become a defining characteristic of our city. Many residents are facing significant challenges in accessing basic services and opportunities. I'm committed to working towards creating a more just and inclusive city where all residents, regardless of their economic status, race, gender, have equal access to services. Fellow councillors, residents of the city have made a simple plea: give us services, fix the roads, clear the refuse, keep our lights on, provide us with clean water. That is the simple plea that the residents out there are asking for. In the coming days, a fully functional, equipped and politically sensitive mayoral committee will be announced, one appointed with your needs in mind as residents. All members of our multi-party mayoral committee will have the task to ensure that their portfolios provide the services required as mandated by this council through you. And as I vow to my fellow residents today, to make our city feel safe, make our sewers, pipes, and water provision a well of dignity to all residents, including those in Hammanskraal who will soon receive potable water after years of efforts. Provide a conducive space for our young residents to pursue sports and recreation. Provide work opportunities through the EPWP. Lay well-oiled roads and transport infrastructure to ensure that you, the residents, can get to work and look forward for work on a reliable transport network. Provide residents with dignified housing opportunities. Answer our residents' energy and electricity needs. Advance the agricultural ambitions of our rural communities. Energize our economic nodes to awaken our business and manufacturing might in the interest of robust economic opportunities and development, and cultivate a healthier city, among others. Fellow councillors, I humbly ask that we put our political differences aside, that we work together to help lift this vision off the page and make it a reality for all of us who call Tshwane home. I say this fully appreciating the dire straits in which our city finds itself. I'm not here to continue the assignment of blame and political point scoring. I'm here to commit to you that while our city has suffered some setbacks and is under financial strain, that we as councillors in this council together can claw it back. And as such, I promise financial discipline, balanced with a sense of fairness and duty to our fellow residents. I'm under no delusions about the blow our great city has endured. I vow to decisively deal with corruption and the corrupt elements who threaten to scupper our renewed efforts and keep us on the decline. Local government generally has a bad reputation. I want to encourage officials to work dutifully to fulfill their constitutional mandate, to provide services that communities deserve. They have our unconditional support. Our residents deserve better and they deserve our commitment. This government, I can assure you, will be a caring and a responsive government. The services received in affluent areas will be the services received by our people in the previously disadvantaged areas. So hear me clearly. Esteemed Tshwane residents, I'm here to work with me. Let's restore our great capital and set the standard for every city, for every other city in our great republic. I thank you. Enkosi.
And you've been listening to the new mayor of Tshwane, who has made her promises to the people of Tshwane. And she says she promises a caring and responsible government. And one thing she mentions, she says she will not be an Action SA mayor, but the mayor of Tshwane. And this is what she pleads with the people of Tshwane to lead her on and to look up to her and look for answers for her from those statements. And with that, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have more news for you.